There are moments in life when you feel a profound emptiness, an echo in your soul calling out for something greater than anything you've ever known. That emptiness is no accident. It is my call, an invitation to open the door of your heart so that my light can enter and transform everything. I knock gently. I never force my way in, but I wait patiently for you to decide to let me in. My desire is to begin a revolution with you, one that will change your life from the inside out, from darkness to fullness, from chaos to peace. This call is not to condemn you or remind you of your failures, but to tell you that you are loved, that I have a plan for you, and that together we will achieve things you never imagined possible. When I knock on your door, I do not come with empty promises or impossible expectations. I come because I know you, because I see your potential, and because I know what I can accomplish in your life if you allow me the opportunity. This is the moment to respond, to set aside your fears and doubts, and simply say, "Here I am, Lord, work in me." Don't wait until you feel completely ready, because I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for willingness. It is in your weakness that my power is made perfect, and in your emptiness that I pour out my fullness. This divine call is not just an invitation, it is the beginning of an extraordinary journey. I do not promise that it will be easy, but I assure you it will be worth it. I will be with you every step of the way, strengthening your weary feet and lighting your path amidst uncertainty. Everything begins with a simple act of faith. Open your heart and let me start the transformative work I prepared for you before you were born. Will you answer my call today? The power of a decision can alter the direction of an entire life. Saying yes to divine transformation is not an easy act, but it is the bravest and most significant step you can take. I do not ask you to have all the answers or to understand every detail of what lies ahead. I simply ask you to trust, to surrender your burdens, and to allow me to work in every corner of your being. This decision marks the beginning of something entirely new, something that depends not on your strength but on my grace and power. Choosing me means letting go of old ways of thinking, releasing fears that paralyze you, and breaking the chains of the past. I know it can be frightening because change always brings uncertainty, but I assure you that I am with you, holding you with my mighty hand. Nothing we face together will be greater than my love for you, or stronger than my ability to transform you from the inside out. Your yes, however small, will unleash my power in your life in ways you cannot imagine. You do not have to wait until you feel worthy or capable. It is precisely in your vulnerability that I want to reveal my glory. Every step you take toward me will be met with my closeness and faithfulness. I will never leave you or forsake you, for my covenant with you is eternal. This is the moment to decide. Do not delay any longer. Great revolutions begin with small decisions. Are you ready to take this step of faith? Before a revolution can begin in your life, it is necessary to identify and confront the things that hold you back. Often, the greatest obstacles are not outside of you, but within you. Limiting thoughts, unhealed wounds, hidden fears, and burdens you've carried for far too long. I do not ask you to face these things alone. I am here to help you see clearly and to free you from anything that does not align with my plan for you. But first, you must recognize what is holding you back. Perhaps it is the fear of change, that voice that tells you it is safer to stay as you are. Perhaps it is wounds from the past that you have not allowed to heal, or pride that makes you believe you need no help. Perhaps it is the distractions of the world, things that seem important but actually pull you away from what truly matters. Whatever it is, I want you to know that no obstacle is too great for me to remove, and no chain too strong for me to break. My power is limitless, but I need your trust and willingness to let go of what you cannot control. Today, I invite you to look honestly into yourself and allow me to show you what needs to change. I will not condemn or shame you. My goal is to set you free and to give you a new beginning. Every obstacle you face will be an opportunity to see my work in your life. Together, we will tear down every barrier that stands between you and the life I have prepared for you. Will you let me guide you through this process of liberation? At this point in your journey, I invite you to surrender, not as a sign of weakness, but as an act of trust. Surrender does not mean giving up your dreams or ceasing your efforts. It means letting me take control and allowing me to guide every step of your way. I know it can be difficult to let go of the reins, especially when you are used to relying on your own strength. But I want to remind you that I have a much greater and perfect plan for you. Surrender is not about loss. It is about gain in my presence. It means trusting that I see further than you can, and that my ways, even when they are not understandable, always lead to life. When you give me your worries, your plans, and your struggles, I take them into my hands and transform them. I do not ask you to do this out of obligation, but out of love, because I want the best for you, and know that only in my will can you find peace and true fulfillment. This act of surrender will not be a one-time event. It will be a continuous process of letting go and trusting, of resting in my sovereignty and allowing me to work. Every day I will ask you to give me your burdens anew, and every day I will show you that I am faithful to care for you. This is your opportunity to experience the freedom of no longer fighting alone and instead walking with me. Are you ready to surrender and trust me completely? Faith is the foundation of every spiritual revolution. It is the bridge that connects you to me, the engine that moves the impossible, and the weapon that conquers fear. Without faith, it is difficult to step into the unknown, but with faith, the greatest mountains can be moved. I do not ask for perfect or enormous faith from you. I only ask for a spark, a small act of trust that I can work in your life. Faith is not the absence of doubts, but the decision to trust despite them. When you take this step, you will see my power manifest in your life. Your faith, even if it is as small as a mustard seed, has the ability to unleash miracles. Through faith, you will find the strength to confront your fears, let go of the past, and embrace the future I have prepared for you. But remember, faith is not a feeling, it is a choice. It is trusting that my promise remains true, even when circumstances seem to speak otherwise. It is walking in the dark and knowing that I am your light. Today I invite you to nurture your faith. Immerse yourself in my word, seek my presence in prayer, and surround yourself with voices that remind you of who I am and what I can do. Your faith will be tested, but in every test, you will discover that I am faithful. As you walk with me, your faith will grow, and with it, you will experience a transformation that touches every area of your life. Are you ready to believe beyond what you see? Even before you were born, I had already crafted a unique and wonderful plan for you. You are no accident and not here without purpose. Every detail of your life, even those that seem incomplete or out of place, has a role in my eternal plan. I want you to realize that you are part of something far greater than you can imagine. A plan that reflects my love for you and my desire for you to live in abundance. Recognizing this plan is the beginning of a revolution in how you see yourself and the meaning of your life. Often the plan seems distant or hard to comprehend, but you don't need to see it all at once. I reveal my plan step by step, guiding you with love and patience. The only thing I ask of you is to trust that I am in control and that every experience you go through is preparing you for something greater. Even moments of pain and difficulty have a place in my plan, for I use them to strengthen your character and prepare you for the future I have designed for you. Today, I want you to see yourself through my eyes. Do not focus on your failures or weaknesses, but on the potential I have placed in you. My plan for your life is not determined by your mistakes, but by my grace. I can redeem every area of your story and use it for my glory. Trust me, for my design is perfect, and what I have begun in you, I will bring to completion. Are you ready to walk in the plan I have prepared for you? The past can be a weight that keeps you bound and prevents you from living the life I want to give you. But today I want to set you free. You are not meant to carry the guilt, mistakes, or wounds of yesterday. I am the God who makes all things new, and that includes your story. Even if scars remain, I can turn your pain into a testimony of my power and love. There is no chain I cannot break and no wound my touch cannot heal. Breaking free from the past begins with an act of faith. letting go of what you cannot change and placing it in my hands. It means acknowledging that I am greater than your mistakes and that my grace is sufficient to cover all your shortcomings. I do not want you to look back in regret over what could have been or what you have done. I want you to focus on the future I am preparing for you, a future full of hope and restoration. Today, I invite you to lay down all the burdens you have carried for so long. Let me cleanse your heart, renew your spirit, and give you a new perspective. The past does not define who you are. I do. You are my beloved child, redeemed by my love and called to a new life. Let go of the weight of yesterday and walk in the freedom I have purchased for you. Will you embrace this freedom today? True transformation begins in your mind. Your thoughts are like seeds that determine what will grow in your life. If you allow doubt, fear, and the lies of the enemy to take root in your mind, it will be hard to experience the revolution I have prepared for you. But if you choose to renew your mind through my word and allow my truth to work in you, you will experience a change that impacts every area of your life. Renewing your mind is a conscious process that requires discipline and faith. It is not enough to hear my voice occasionally. You must immerse yourself in it daily and let it shape your thinking. I want you to see the world, other people, and yourself from my perspective. Where you see impossibilities, I see opportunities. Where you see weaknesses, I see potential. I want my thoughts to become your thoughts, for only then will you experience the fullness I have promised. This process will not always be easy, for it requires letting go of old, negative patterns you have carried for years. But you are not alone in this battle. My Holy Spirit is with you, guiding you and strengthening your mind so you can discern my will and walk in it. Today, I invite you to reflect on the kind of seeds you are planting in your mind. Let me be the gardener who cultivates a renewed spirit in you, full of peace, hope, and trust. Are you ready to change the way you think? Obedience is the action that sets the spiritual revolution you've been waiting for into motion. It is far more than following rules. It is an act of trust and love toward me. When you choose to obey, even when you do not fully understand, you give me the opportunity to work in extraordinary ways in your life. Every step of obedience opens doors you could not open yourself and unleashes blessings I have prepared specifically for you. I know obedience can sometimes feel difficult or even risky. It may mean letting go of something important to you, making unpopular decisions, or going against what seems logical. But I want you to remember that my ways are higher than yours, and that my plans always lead to life. Every act of obedience is a seed that will, in due time, bear the fruit of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Today, I invite you to listen to my voice and take the step of obedience you have been delaying. Do not worry about the outcome. I will take care of that. Focus only on being faithful and trust that I will do the rest. Your obedience, no matter how small, has the power not only to change your life, but also to impact the lives of those around you. Will you take this step today? My promises are the foundation upon which you can build your life. They are not empty words or unattainable dreams. They are declarations of my faithfulness and eternal love for you. Every promise I have made is filled with power to change realities, make the impossible possible, and bring hope where there was once despair. But to experience these promises, you must know them, believe them, and make them your own. In my word, you will find promises of peace in the midst of storms, provision in times of need, and strength when you are weak. I also promise you a future full of hope, a life of abundance, and an eternity in my presence. These promises are not dependent on your merits or efforts. They depend solely on my grace and love for you. The only thing I ask of you is to accept them with faith and proclaim them with trust. Today, I want to remind you that my promises are unchanging and eternal. Even when circumstances change, my word remains faithful. Trust that I am working in your life, even when you do not see immediate results. Every promise I have made will be fulfilled in its time, for I do not lie and do not change. Embrace my promises and let them transform the way you live. Do you dare to trust in them? Repentance is not a burden, but a gift. It is the path that leads you back to my heart and opens the door for my grace to be poured out over you. When you acknowledge your mistakes and come to me with a sincere heart, I do not find reasons to condemn you, but only to heal you. I do not look at your past with disdain. I take it into my hands and transform it into a testimony of redemption. Repentance is the beginning of a renewed life, an act that cleanses your soul and draws you closer to my fullness. A broken heart is like fertile soil that can be cultivated with love. You do not need to hide from me or justify your failures, for I already know every part of your story. All I ask is that you come to me as you are, with your wounds, struggles, and weaknesses. When you entrust your sins to me, I cast them into the depths of the sea, as far as the east is from the west. There is no guilt or shame that my love cannot erase. Today, I invite you to experience the freedom that comes with true repentance. Do not carry the chains of the past any longer, or let guilt cloud your view of the future. My grace is available to you, ready to heal the broken and renew your heart. Let me begin a new work in you, one marked by hope and joy. Will you surrender your mistakes to me and receive the new life I offer? In a world full of noise and distractions, it may be challenging to hear my voice. But I want you to know that I am always speaking to you, guiding you, comforting you, and showing you the way you should go. You do not need special abilities to hear me, only a heart willing to seek me. I speak through my word, in the stillness of your prayer, in the whispers of the Holy Spirit, and through the circumstances of your life. My voice is clear, full of love, and never contradictory. If you seek me with all your heart, you will find answers. To hear me, you must learn to be still amidst the chaos. I want you to take time to be alone with me, free from distractions or worries. In these moments of intimacy, I can speak to you most clearly, reveal my plans, and give you the peace you need. It is also important to pay attention to what is happening around you, for I often use circumstances to guide you and show you the next step. You will never be lost if you tune your ears to my voice. Today, I invite you to tune your heart to me. Leave behind the voices that bring confusion or fear and focus on the truth I have for you. My desire is that you walk with confidence, knowing that I go before you. My voice will always lead you to life, peace, and purpose. Do you trust me to lead you today? Your identity is not found in your achievements, in what others say about you, or in the mistakes you have made. Your true identity lies in me. From the beginning, I created you with purpose and called you by name. You are my beloved child, created in my image, with immeasurable value that is not dependent on circumstances or the opinions of others. I want you to live with the assurance of knowing who you are in me, for when you understand your identity, nothing can rob you of your peace or distract you from your purpose. The world will try to define you by its standards, but its labels can never capture who you truly are. You are not your failures, your struggles, or your fears. You are also not defined by your successes or abilities. You belong to me, redeemed by my love, and called to reflect my glory in all you do. I want you to live with the confidence that nothing can separate you from my love or diminish your worth in my eyes. Today, I invite you to leave behind the lies you have believed about yourself and embrace the truth of your identity in me. You are loved, chosen, and equipped for greatness. Do not let the voices of the world distract you from this truth. Look to my word for the promises that speak to your identity and let them transform the way you see yourself. Your identity in me is the foundation for all I will do in your life. Are you ready to accept this truth? You cannot experience a revolution in your life without releasing the old to embrace the new. There are habits and thought patterns that have held you captive for a long time, but today I want to free you from them. I want you to know that you are not alone in this process. My Holy Spirit is with you to give you the strength and wisdom to recognize what needs to be left behind and to develop new habits that reflect my character in you. Letting go of old habits is not just a matter of willpower. It is an act of surrender. It means recognizing that your efforts to change are insufficient without my power. I want to help you replace pride with humility, fear with trust, worry with peace, and indifference with passion. This process will not happen overnight, but every small step you take toward me will make a significant difference in your life. Today, I invite you to examine your heart and actions in the light of my truth. Do this not with a spirit of condemnation, but with the expectation that I am working in you to transform you. Let me shape you into my image, for I desire you to live a life that reflects my love and power. Every habit you adopt according to my will is a seed of blessing for your future. Are you ready to leave the old behind and embrace the new I have prepared for you? The Holy Spirit is your guide, your comforter, and your strength in this process of transformation. I have not left you alone to face your struggles or to navigate the challenges of life. My Spirit is with you, dwelling in you, speaking to you, strengthening your faith, and showing you the path you should take. He is the engine behind every change you experience, the spark that ignites your passion for me, and the power that enables you to walk in obedience. Through my Spirit, you will receive the wisdom you need for decisions, the discernment to distinguish between good and evil, and the strength to persevere when things get difficult. You do not need to rely on your own power, for the Holy Spirit equips you with everything you need to fulfill the purpose I have for you. He is the seal of my promise, the guarantee that I will never leave you, and that I will finish the work I have begun in you. Today I want to remind you that my Spirit is with you every moment. You do not need to face your struggles alone or try to solve everything on your own. Let my Spirit guide, comfort, and transform you from the inside out. He is my gift to you, a proof of my eternal love and commitment to you. Are you ready to allow the Holy Spirit to work more deeply in your life? Often, you look for spectacular signs of my presence, but I want you to know that I am with you in both the small details of your life and the grand moments. My hand is in every aspect of your existence, from the sunrise that brightens your day to the unexpected solutions that appear in times of need. I want you to learn to recognize my love and power in everything, for nothing escapes my control or my care for you. In the small things, like an encouraging word from a friend or a moment of peace amidst chaos, it is I who remind you that you are not alone. And in the big things, like a miraculous intervention or a clear answer to prayer, I reveal my might. I want you to live with a faith that expects every day to be full of opportunities to see my hand at work in your life. Today I invite you to open your spiritual eyes and look at your life with gratitude and awareness. Even in the challenges, I am working, guiding you, and preparing you for something greater. Do not overlook my small signs. They are constant reminders that I am near and working for your good. Every detail matters, for I am a God of love who deeply cares for you. Are you ready to see my hand in every aspect of your life? The transformation you seek does not depend on your effort, but on my grace. My grace is an undeserved gift, an expression of my unconditional love and commitment to you. There is nothing you can do to earn it, and nothing you can do to lose it. It is always available to you, ready to strengthen you, lift you up, and renew every part of your being. I want you to understand that my grace not only forgives, but also empowers you to live a life that reflects my glory. When you face your weaknesses, I want you to remember that my grace is sufficient. You do not have to be perfect for me to work in your life. You simply have to trust me. My grace is the key that opens doors that seemed locked and breaks chains that seemed unbreakable. It is the unlimited resource that equips you to face every challenge and walk boldly in the direction I have prepared for you. Today, I invite you to let go of the pressure to do it all in your own strength. Rest in my grace, for in it you will find true freedom. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. I will always be there to lift you up and show you that my power is made perfect in your weakness. Let me show you what is possible when you fully rely on me. Will you embrace my grace and allow it to transform your life? Prayer is the bridge that connects your heart to mine. It is the place where you lay down your burdens, receive my peace, and find guidance for every step of your life. I want you to understand that prayer is not just a ritual or duty. It is an intimate conversation with me. an act of faith that opens the doors for my power to manifest in your life. Through prayer, you allow me to enter every corner of your being and work in the areas that need change. Through prayer, you strengthen your relationship with me and learn to hear my voice more clearly. It is not about eloquent words or specific formulas. It is about a sincere heart seeking my presence. I want you to bring everything within you to me. Your joys, your worries, your doubts, and your dreams. I am here to listen, to comfort, and to guide you in every decision you make. Today, I invite you to make prayer an essential part of your life. It doesn't matter how busy you are. There is always time to seek me, for I am always here for you. Every moment of prayer is a seed planted in your spirit, an opportunity to strengthen your faith and receive new strength. Do not underestimate the power of speaking with me. Through prayer, extraordinary things will happen. Will you make prayer your priority? My word is the lamp that lights your path and the rock on which you can build your life. In a world full of uncertainty and shifting opinions, my word remains constant, offering truth, hope, and guidance. I want you to understand that my word is not just a book. It is alive and powerful, filled with life and revelation. Every time you approach it with a willing heart, you open the door for my wisdom to fill your mind and my love to renew your spirit. Living according to my word allows you to tap into an inexhaustible source of strength and peace. It teaches you to discern right from wrong, to face challenges with courage, and to walk joyfully in obedience. No matter what your situation looks like, you will always find the answers you need in my word. I want you to make it a part of your daily life, to meditate on it, and to let it work in every area of your life. Today, I invite you to dive into my word like never before. Do so not out of habit or obligation, but with the expectation that I will speak directly to your heart. Let me reveal truths to you that will fill you with hope and inspire you to live with purpose. My word is the foundation of the change you seek, the guide that will lead you to experience my perfect will. Are you ready to live according to my word? I did not design the Christian life for you to live it alone. I want you to be part of a community of faith because within it you will find support, encouragement, and guidance. A Christian community is like a body, where each member has a unique but interconnected purpose. When you surround yourself with people who share your faith, you will be strengthened in times of weakness and find inspiration to keep going. You are not meant to walk alone. I want you to experience the power of being united with others who seek my presence. In the Christian community, you will find people who pray for you, encourage you when you are discouraged, and help you grow in your faith. I also want you to know that you play an important role in this community. I have placed gifts and talents in you that will be a blessing to others. When you choose to be an active part of a community, you not only receive but also give, and in this mutual exchange, my love becomes visible. Today, I invite you to open your heart to the Christian community. Do not fear being yourself, for no one in this community is perfect. All are in the same process of transformation. Through community, you will experience a tangible reflection of my love and care for you. Let me use you to impact the lives of others while they also impact yours. Will you join the community I have prepared for you? Within you are wounds you may not even recognize, scars that time has not healed, and pains that continue to shape how you live and relate to others. But I want you to know that I am the healer of broken hearts, the only one capable of restoring what has been destroyed. My process of inner healing is neither quick nor superficial. It is profound, transformative, and filled with love. I want to enter those areas of your life that you have hidden, bring light into the darkness, and replace the pain with peace. Healing does not mean forgetting, but finding meaning in what you have experienced and discovering how I can use even your most challenging moments for my purpose. This process can be uncomfortable, as it requires you to face what you have avoided. But I want you to know that you do not have to go through it alone. I will be with you at every step, comforting you, strengthening your spirit, and showing you that no wound is so deep that my love cannot reach it. Today, I invite you to open your heart wide and allow me to work in the areas that need healing. Do not fear, for my intent is not to expose or make you vulnerable, but to free you from the burdens you have carried for so long. In my presence, you will find the healing your soul longs for and the freedom to live fully. Will you let me into your heart so I can begin the healing work today? The transformation you seek will not happen overnight, but every small step you take toward me has an eternal impact. Too often you underestimate the power of small acts of faith and obedience, but I want you to know that every decision you make to turn to me releases my power in your life in ways you cannot imagine. Do not focus on the distance ahead. Celebrate the progress you have already made and trust that I am with you in every moment. True change is not always dramatic. Often it is a slow and steady process, like the growth of a tree. Every time you choose to pray, read my word, forgive, or trust me instead of giving in to fear, you are making progress on the path to the revolution I have prepared for you. I want you to understand that it is not about achieving perfection, but walking with me day by day and allowing me to shape you into my image. Today, I invite you to take one small step toward the life I have designed for you. It doesn't matter how insignificant it may seem, for I take the little and multiply it. Trust that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to my purpose for you. Do not be discouraged by what remains undone. Focus on what I am already doing in your life. Are you ready to begin with a simple act of faith? Your character is the mirror of who you are at your core, and I want my presence to be visible in every aspect of your life. I am working within you to shape a character that reflects my love, my patience, my humility, and my strength. This process will not always be easy, as it requires you to let go of pride, face your weaknesses, and learn to rely entirely on me. But I want you to know that every trial, every challenge, and every difficult moment is a tool I use to shape you. I am not interested in your external accomplishments, but in the state of your heart. I want you to be a person of integrity, someone who walks in truth and is a living testimony of my work. The character I am forming in you will not only prepare you for the challenges of the present, but also for the blessings and responsibilities of the future. What I am doing in you now is preparation for the next level of your life. Today, I invite you to surrender every corner of your character to my will. Do not fear the process, for I am a loving potter who works with patience and precision. Trust that everything I allow in your life serves a purpose, and that purpose is to make you more like me. Let me continue to shape your character, for what I am creating in you is beautiful and eternal. Are you ready to allow me to transform your character? Fear is one of the greatest obstacles preventing you from experiencing the fulfilled life I want to give you. But I want you to know that I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Facing your fears does not mean they will instantly disappear. It means trusting that my presence is greater than anything that frightens you. I want you to let me into the dark corners of your life where fear has taken root. It does not matter whether it is the fear of failure, rejection, or the future. I am with you and promise never to leave you. When you put your trust in me, I give you the courage to move forward, even when circumstances are difficult. You do not need to have all the answers or control every situation. You simply need to trust that I am in control. Today, I invite you to take a step of faith and face what has been holding you back. Remember, you are not fighting alone. I am by your side, fighting your battles and strengthening your heart. Every time you choose to trust me instead of giving in to fear, you move closer to the freedom I have for you. Are you ready to face your fears with my strength? Recognizing your limits is not a sign of weakness, but an act of humility that opens the door for my power to be displayed in your life. I want you to stop striving in your own strength and learn to rely entirely on me. I never asked you to carry the burdens of life alone. I asked you to give them to me. When you acknowledge that you cannot do everything on your own, you give me the opportunity to show you that I am enough for every need. Your limitations are an opportunity to see my power in action. I want you to stop focusing on what you cannot do and start looking at what I can do through you. It does not matter how big the challenge is. My grace will always be sufficient. When you are weak, I am strong, and in your inability, my glory becomes even more evident. Today, I invite you to surrender your efforts to me. Let me take control in the areas where you feel exhausted, frustrated, or incapable. I am the God who multiplies the little and makes the impossible possible. Trust that you do not need to be perfect or self-sufficient. You only need to rely on me. Are you ready to let go of control and trust in my power? Spiritual transformation is not a one-time event. It is a journey that requires perseverance. There will be days when you feel strong and motivated, and others when fatigue and doubt try to hold you back. But I want you to know that every effort you make has an eternal impact. Perseverance doesn't just mean enduring. It means moving forward with the assurance that I am with you, guiding you, and strengthening you every step of the way. I want you to understand that difficult moments are not signs that I have left you. On the contrary, they are opportunities to deepen your faith and become more reliant on me. Perseverance is not a burden I place on you, but a fruit of my spirit within you. I will give you the strength you need to keep going, even when you feel you can't take another step. Do not see obstacles as the end of the road, but as stepping stones that take you higher. Today I invite you to stand firm. Do not give up, for what I am doing in you is beautiful and worth it. Every step you take, every prayer, every act of faith brings you closer to the fullness I have for you. I am with you, and my strength is your strength. Are you ready to persevere and trust that I will complete the work I have begun? The challenges you face are not obstacles on your path. They are opportunities I give you to grow, to become stronger, and to prepare for a higher level. Often, the deepest spiritual growth occurs in the most difficult moments when you learn to rely on me completely. I want you to know that every challenge has a purpose, even if you do not understand it now. I am working through every trial to shape your character, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for greater things. Do not focus on the pain or discomfort of the moment. Trust that I am working in you, removing what you no longer need, and cultivating what is eternal. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to experience my faithfulness and to see that my grace is sufficient for you. I want you to change your perspective and see difficulties not as punishment, but as expressions of my love and commitment to not leave you as you are. Today, I invite you to embrace challenges with a willing heart. Do not give up or be discouraged, for I am with you in every battle. Trust that even in the midst of the storm, I am working for your good. Every step of faith you take amidst adversity brings you closer to the purpose I have for you. Are you ready to embrace your challenges as steps toward a glorious future? The storms of life are not meant to destroy you, but to strengthen your roots and make you more resilient. I want you to understand that every time you face difficulty, I am with you, using the experience to make you stronger and deepen your trust in me. The roots of a tree grow stronger when exposed to strong winds, and in the same way, your faith grows and solidifies in trials. I allow storms so that you can discover my power in the midst of adversity. In the storms, you learn to seek me with greater intensity, to rely on my strength, and to find peace in my presence. Even when circumstances are challenging, I want you to know that you are not alone. I am with you in every storm, holding you, protecting you, and leading you to a place of safety. Nothing you experience is beyond my control, and I use everything for your good. Today, I invite you to trust me in the storm. Do not fear the wind or the waves, for I am your refuge and strength. Let me use these experiences to strengthen your faith and prepare you for the blessings that are coming. Remember, storms do not last forever, but what you learn in them will remain with you forever. Are you ready to trust that I will use even the storms of your life for your good? Praise has a power that is often underestimated. It is a declaration of faith, an act of trust that says, even though I do not see the solution, I trust that you are working. I want you to understand that praise is not just for moments of victory. It is especially powerful in times of struggle. When you choose to praise me in the midst of your problems, something shifts within you. Your spirit is strengthened, your perspective renewed, and my power is released in your life. Praising me during difficult times does not mean ignoring your struggles or pretending they do not exist. It means focusing on who I am and what I can do instead of on the circumstances. Every time you lift your voice in praise, you declare that you trust my faithfulness, my love, and my ability to transform any situation. Praise changes the atmosphere because it invites my presence to work in the midst of your battles. Today, I invite you to lift a song of praise in the middle of your struggles. It doesn't matter how big the problem is, I am bigger. Let me show you that my presence has the power to bring peace and victory. Every word of praise that comes from your mouth is a reminder that I am with you and that my power is at work in your life. Are you ready to praise me even in adversity? Faith is not just a resource to move forward. It is a shield that protects you from the doubts and fears that try to stop you. I want you to remember that faith does not eliminate challenges, but gives you the strength to face them with confidence. When you place your faith in me, the arrows of doubt and fear lose their power. I am with you, holding your hand, and reminding you that I will never leave or forsake you. Doubts and fears are inevitable, but they do not have to control you. When you choose faith, you declare that my promises are more trustworthy than your circumstances. I want you to use faith as a shield, to cling to my words, and let them be your strength in moments of uncertainty. Every time you choose to trust me, you build a stronger shield against anything that tries to steal your peace. Today, I invite you to raise the shield of faith. Do not allow doubts and fears to take control of your mind. Trust that I am faithful, that I am working in your life, and that I have a perfect plan for you. Faith is not the absence of questions, but the decision to trust in spite of them. Are you ready to use your faith as a shield in the battles of your life? The work I am doing in you is not limited to your inner self. It will also manifest outwardly. I want you to understand that true transformation begins in the heart, but inevitably affects the way you live, speak, and interact with others. I'm working on every area of your life, from your thoughts and emotions to your actions and words. Everything in you will be renewed to reflect my love and glory. Your external transformation is not about impressing others, but about being a testimony of what I am doing in you. When you allow my Spirit to work in your heart, you will notice changes in your habits, priorities, and relationships. I want you to be a light in the world, a living testimony of what my grace can accomplish in a person's life. Every step you take toward me will be visible to those around you. Today, I invite you to embrace the complete change I am working in your life. Do not fear how others will perceive you. Focus on what I am doing in and through you. Trust that every transformation, no matter how small, is part of a much greater plan. I want you to be a mirror of my love and power to everyone who sees you. Are you ready to allow me to transform, not just your inner self, but also your outward life? It doesn't matter how your story began, or how complicated the previous chapters were. I am the author and finisher of your faith, and I want to rewrite the story of your life. I want to take the pages filled with pain, mistakes, and regrets and turn them into a testimony of redemption, hope, and purpose. You are not meant to be defined by your past. I want you to live in the freedom of knowing that your future is in my hands. When you allow me to be the author of your life, I take every detail, even the seemingly irreparable ones, and use them to create something beautiful. I want you to trust that I am writing a story that will glorify my name and bring you peace and joy. Every chapter I write is filled with my love for you and my desire for you to live abundantly. It doesn't matter how dark the past was. I have the power to bring light to where there was once only shadow. Today, I invite you to hand me the pages of your story. Let me write the rest, for my plan for you is good and perfect. Trust that I will waste nothing you have experienced. Everything will be used for my glory and your good. Are you ready to let me write the next chapter of your life? I often work in your life in ways you do not immediately notice. I want you to know that nothing that happens around you is by chance. Every small detail, every unexpected change, and every person who crosses your path are signs of my work. I am building something wonderful in your life, even in the moments when it seems as though nothing is happening. I want you to develop a spiritual sensitivity that allows you to recognize my presence and my work, even in the ordinary. The signs of my work are not always spectacular. Often, they are subtle like a sense of peace amidst chaos or an unexpected solution to a troubling problem. You can also see my hand in moments of challenge when I allow you to face difficulties to strengthen your faith and prepare your heart for greater things. I want you to trust that I am working behind the scenes, arranging every detail of your life. Today, I invite you to open your spiritual eyes and look for the signs of my presence. When you see them, do not hesitate to thank me, for they are proof that I am with you. Let me show you that I am working even in the areas of your life that seem inactive, fulfilling my plan. Are you ready to notice the signs of my work in your life? Your heart is the center of everything you are, and I want you to guard it carefully. As you move forward on this journey of transformation, you will encounter distractions, temptations, and attacks that try to pull you away from the path I have drawn for you. I want you to guard your heart, not through your own strength, but by allowing me to be your shield and your fortress. When you align your heart with mine, you are ready to face whatever lies ahead. Guarding your heart means being mindful of what you allow into it. I want you to be cautious about the words you listen to, the thoughts you nurture, and the people who surround you. Everything you allow into your heart influences how you think, act, and believe. Let me fill it with my truth, with words of life that will strengthen and guide you. I am working to make your heart a reflection of my love and peace. Today, I invite you to reflect on what you are allowing into your heart. If there is anything that does not come from me, give it to me and let me replace it with what is good and pure. I want you to live with a heart free of unnecessary burdens and filled with my presence. Guard your heart, for out of it flows the wellspring of life. Are you ready to entrust the care of your heart to me? The transformation I am working in your life is not unique. I have done the same in countless others over time, and their stories are a testimony of my faithfulness. I want you to find inspiration in what I have done for others, because these stories show what I can also do in you. It doesn't matter how great your challenge is. Remember that I have already performed miracles in seemingly impossible situations. Stories of transformation are not just there to encourage you. They are also a tool to strengthen your faith. When you hear how I have changed lives, your hope is renewed, and your trust in me is deepened. I want you to know that the work I have begun in you will not remain unfinished. Just as I have been faithful to others, I will be faithful to you. Every story you hear is a reminder of my power and my love for my children. Today, I invite you to open your heart to the stories of transformation around you. Let them nourish your faith and encourage you to keep moving forward. And when the time comes, your own story will be a testimony to others, a proof that I continue to work miracles. Are you ready to be inspired and to be part of my ongoing story? As you progress on your path of transformation, temptations will try to distract you, make you doubt your progress, or pull you back into old patterns. But I want you to know that you are not fighting this battle alone. I am with you to give you the strength to resist and the wisdom to recognize what is good and what is not. Temptations are not stronger than my power in you, and every time you choose to resist, your character grows and your faith is strengthened. I want you not to see temptations as a sign of weakness or failure. Instead, I want you to see them as opportunities to prove your trust in me. Every time you choose to follow my word instead of giving in to temptations, you take a step closer to freedom and victory. I am with you in every battle, reminding you that no temptation is beyond what you can bear with my help. Today, I invite you to stand firm when temptations come. Do not rely on your own strength, for it may fail. Instead, seek my power, for I am your shield and your strength. Trust that every time you resist, you are building a stronger foundation for the life I have prepared for you. Are you ready to overcome temptations with my help? The joy that comes from me is not dependent on your circumstances. It is a fruit of my spirit that arises even in the midst of challenges. I want you to live with the assurance that I am in control of every aspect of your life, and this assurance brings a joy that nothing and no one can take away. Joy is not a fleeting emotion. It is a state of the heart that strengthens you and gives you hope in every moment. When you choose to focus on my goodness and my promises, joy becomes your constant companion. Even when things do not go as you wish, you can trust that I am working for you. I want you to live with the freedom of knowing that you do not have to carry the burdens of life alone, because I am by your side, holding and guiding you. This trust is the source of your joy. Today I invite you to cultivate joy in your life. Do not let negative circumstances extinguish the light of joy I have ignited in your heart. Instead, celebrate every small victory, give thanks for every blessing, and trust that I am doing great things in your favor. Joy is a sign that you know I am in control, and I want you to experience it in abundance. Are you ready to live with joy, knowing that I am with you? Gratitude is a powerful key that opens the door to my peace and presence. When you choose to be grateful, even in the midst of challenges, your perspective changes, and you begin to see my hand in every detail of your life. Gratitude is not just a response to blessings. It is a conscious decision to acknowledge my goodness in every moment. I want you to live with a grateful heart, for it will bring joy and hope to your spirit. No matter where you are in the process, there is always something to be thankful for. You may not see the final results yet, but you can thank me for my faithfulness, my constant love, and the small victories you experience every day. Gratitude helps you focus on what I am doing rather than worrying about what is not yet done. I want you to make gratitude a daily practice, for through it, you will receive strength and peace. Today, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on everything I have done in your life. Be grateful, not only for the obvious blessings, but also for the lessons in the difficult moments. Trust that I use every situation for your good, and that even greater blessings are on the way. Are you ready to practice gratitude and experience the power it brings? My word is not just a book of teachings. It is alive and powerful, capable of completely transforming the way you see the world, others, and yourself. I want you to know that when you fill your mind and heart with my word, your thoughts align with mine, and your perspectives change to reflect my truth. My word is light in the darkness and a guide in times of uncertainty. Every time you approach my word with a willing heart, you allow me to renew your mind. It has the power to break chains of negative thinking, bring peace to your inner storms, and give you the wisdom you need in every situation. I want you to live in the truth of my word because it is the solid foundation on which you can build your life. Today, I invite you to make my word your daily bread. It doesn't matter how much time you dedicate. What matters is that you do it with faith and a desire to hear me. Let me use my word to transform your perspective, replacing fear with trust and uncertainty with hope. Are you ready to let my word shape your thoughts and your life? Forgiveness is not just an act of obedience. It is a gift I give you to free you from the chains of resentment and pain. When you choose to forgive, you not only release those who have hurt you, but also your own heart to receive my peace and restoration. I want you to understand that forgiveness does not mean justifying what was wrong, but placing it in my hands and trusting that I am just and will handle every situation properly. Forgiveness is a powerful tool that breaks spiritual and emotional barriers. I know it may sometimes seem difficult, especially when the wounds are deep, but I do not ask you to do it alone. I am with you, giving you the strength to let go of the pain and teaching you to love even those who do not deserve it. I want you to live in freedom, without the burden of bitterness or resentment consuming your soul. Today, I invite you to reflect on the areas of your life where forgiveness is needed. Do not see it as a burden, but as an opportunity to experience my grace and my power more deeply. Let me help you forgive, for in this act, you will find a peace that surpasses all understanding. Are you ready to walk the path of forgiveness and spiritual freedom? Periods of waiting can be some of the most challenging phases of your spiritual life, but I want you to know that they are not wasted time. I am working in your life, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Waiting is an opportunity to strengthen your faith, learn to trust my timing, and prepare your heart for the blessings that are to come. I am not delaying my plans for you. I am working with precision and love. I want you to live with the assurance that my timing is perfect. Even when it feels like I am late, I want you to understand that I am orchestrating every moment to fulfill my plan in your life. Waiting is not a time of inactivity, but of preparation. I am shaping you, strengthening your character, and ensuring you are ready to receive what I have prepared for you. Today, I invite you to trust my timing. Do not become impatient or discouraged. Use this time to draw closer to me, seek my presence, and grow in your faith. Trust that what I have for you will come at the right time. Are you ready to wait with patience and confidence in my perfect timing? Our relationship is the foundation of everything I do in your life. My greatest desire is not only to transform you, but to walk with you every day. I want you to live with the assurance that I am with you every step of your journey, guiding you, comforting you, and strengthening your spirit. I want you to seek me not just in moments of need, but in every moment, for our relationship will bring the strength and peace you need to continue. Deepening our relationship requires time, intention, and dedication. I want you to make prayer, meditation on my word, and worship a regular part of your life. It is not about checking off a list of tasks, but enjoying my presence and allowing me to renew your heart and mind. I am always here for you, ready to reveal my love and wisdom to you. Today, I invite you to deepen the roots of our relationship. Let me show you how much I love you and what I have prepared for you. Seek my face with confidence, knowing that I am always near. I want you to walk with me not only as your God, but as your faithful friend. Are you ready to deepen our relationship and walk closer with me? Your transformation is not just for yourself. It is a testimony for those around you. I am doing a work in you that will impact the lives of others. Every change you allow in your heart, every step of faith you take, becomes a light that reflects my love and power. I want you to live with the understanding that your life is being used to inspire and encourage others to seek me. Being a light does not mean being perfect. It means allowing my grace to shine through your imperfections. I want you to share what I am doing in your life, not to display your accomplishments, but to glorify me and encourage others. Your testimony has the power to change lives because it is living proof that I am still working miracles. Today, I invite you to be a light in the place I have positioned you. Do not fear sharing your story or showing how I am working in you. Trust that I am using your life to reflect my love and draw others to me. Are you ready to be a light in the darkness and allow me to work through you? I want the work I am doing in you to be complete, encompassing every area of your life. To do so, it is necessary to identify and confront the areas that need change. Perhaps there are thought patterns, attitudes, or habits that are not yet aligned with my plan. I am not asking you to do this alone. I am here to help you see clearly and surrender those areas to me. My goal is not to shame you, but to free you. Today, I invite you to be honest with yourself and with me. Let me show you the areas that need renewal. Do not fear the process, for I am with you in every step. My goal is not to embarrass you, but to give you a fresh start. Every area you allow me to work in will become a place of freedom and blessing. Are you ready to let me transform every part of your life? Your journey is not just a personal process. It is a story that will inspire and bless others. I am working in you so that your life can be a testimony of my faithfulness and love. Even in your struggles and challenges, there is a message that will encourage others. I want you to know that nothing you go through is wasted. Every experience, every victory, every lesson is used for my glory and to benefit those around you. I want you to be open to the opportunities to share your journey with others. Your story, whether big or small, has the power to bring hope, strengthen faith, and change lives. You are a part of my plan to bless others and draw them closer to me. Let me show you how your story can have a greater impact than you could ever imagine. Today, I invite you to live with a heart willing to share your journey. Trust that I will use every part of your story to inspire and bless others. Let me use you to make a difference in the lives of those around you. Are you ready to be a blessing to others and let your journey bring glory to me? The fear of failure can hold you back before you even begin. But I want you to know that no mistake can separate you from my love, and no obstacle is too great for me to overcome. I want you to live with the confidence that you are not walking your spiritual path alone. I am with you, guiding you and holding you in every step you take. Even if you stumble, I am there to lift you up and show you that my grace is enough. Failure does not define who you are. My love for you does. I want you to see every mistake as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become more dependent on me. The fear of failure is a lie that tries to steal the joy and freedom I want to give you. I want you to live boldly, knowing that I am in control and that I will use everything you experience for your good. Today, I invite you to take the step you've been hesitant to take because of the fear of failure. It doesn't matter how big the challenge is, I am with you and will never leave you. Let me show you that even your failures can be used for my glory. Are you ready to break the chains of fear and move forward in faith? The journey of transformation may sometimes feel difficult or long, but I want you to see the beauty in it. Every step you take is part of a holy process that draws you closer to me. Transformation is not a sudden event. It is a loving process in which I patiently shape you into the person I created you to be. I want you to learn to appreciate the small victories and the progress made along the way. This process is not just preparation for the future. It is part of your story, part of your testimony. Every lesson you learn and every challenge you overcome enriches not only your life, but also those who witness your journey. You are becoming a reflection of my love and plan, and that takes time. But every moment of trust you place in me bears fruit. Today, I invite you to embrace the beauty of the process you are in. Pay attention to the small progress and thank me for the changes I have already made. Trust that I will never let you go and that the work I have begun in you will be completed perfectly. Are you ready to see the beauty in every step of the journey? There are things in your life that hold you back, that no longer fit the person I am calling you to be. Perhaps it's old habits, relationships, or mindsets that prevent you from living in the fullness I want to give you. Letting go is not a loss, it is a gain. It is an opportunity to make room for the new things I want to bring into your life. Letting go can be painful, especially when you're attached to what's familiar. But I assure you that what I have for you is far greater and better than what you leave behind. I am calling you into a new season, and that means some things must stay in the old. Let me give you the strength and peace you need to let go and move forward with hope. Today, I invite you to release the burdens you no longer need to carry. Trust that I will fill your life with everything you need. You will find freedom and joy when you decide to leave the old behind and embrace the new. Are you ready to let go of the things that no longer fit who you are becoming? I am the God of restoration, and nothing in your life is too broken for me to renew. It doesn't matter how damaged something seems, whether it's a relationship, a dream, or your own faith. I have the power to make it more beautiful and stronger than ever before. I am working to make everything new in your life, and I want you to live with the hope that no part of your story is wasted. Restoration is a process that requires trust and patience, but I want you to know that I am with you in every step. I take the pieces of your life and create something beautiful out of them. Your scars will not be hidden, but will become testimonies of my healing and faithfulness. I will show you that everything you thought was lost can be turned into something precious. Today, I invite you to surrender the areas of your life that need restoration. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable or to show me the brokenness. I see it not as a flaw, but as an opportunity to show my love. Trust that I am working in your life and that the best is yet to come. Are you ready to experience the miracle of restoration? The future may sometimes seem uncertain or frightening, but I want you to look to what lies ahead with hope and trust. My plans for you are good, and I am already there, preparing the way. You don't need to know or understand all the details. You only need to trust that I am guiding every step of your path and will never leave you alone. Hope is not a vague feeling. It is a firm confidence that I am faithful and that my word will be fulfilled in your life. I want you to face every challenge that lies ahead with the knowledge that I am for you and that nothing can separate you from my love. The future is not something to fear, but something to embrace with joy and expectation. Today, I invite you to let go of your fears about the future and cling to my promises. Trust that I am walking with you every step of the way, and that everything I do in your life is for your good. Let me show you that the best days are yet to come. Are you ready to look to the future with hope and faith? My peace is a gift that the world cannot give. It is not a fleeting emotion but a state of your heart that is unshaken by external circumstances. I want you to know that my peace is always available to you when you seek it. It is a reminder that I am in control and that you can rest securely in my presence. No matter how stormy your circumstances are, my peace is stronger. I want you to stop searching for peace in things that can disappoint and instead turn to me, for I am the source of true peace. My presence in your life is the anchor that holds you steady when everything else seems uncertain. Today, I invite you to receive my peace. Let go of the worries that burden you and place them in my hands. Trust that I am working for you and that nothing is too difficult for me. I want you to live with a calm heart, filled with the assurance that I am always with you. Are you ready to accept the gift of my peace? Gratitude is the key to a fulfilled life. Every step of your journey, whether easy or difficult, is part of the plan I have designed for you. I want you to live with a heart of gratitude, recognizing that everything you experience ultimately serves your good. Gratitude is not only a response to blessings, it is an expression of faith and trust in my goodness. When you choose gratitude, even for the difficult moments, your perspective changes. You begin to see how I am working in every detail, and how I use even challenges to shape you. Gratitude opens your heart to my presence and fills your spirit with peace and joy. Today, I invite you to live with a spirit of gratitude. Take time to reflect on everything I have done in your life, and thank me not only for the obvious blessings, but also for the lessons in difficult times. Let gratitude be your prayer and your attitude, for it will fill your life with peace and joy. Are you ready to be thankful for every step of the journey? Faith and fear cannot coexist, and I want you to know that I have given you the power to overcome fear through faith. Fear whispers that you are alone, that you are not enough, and that your challenges are insurmountable. But faith declares that I am with you, that my grace is sufficient, and that nothing is impossible for me. I want you to choose faith over fear, even when it feels difficult. When you place your trust in me, fear loses its grip on your heart. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the decision to trust me in the midst of it. I am greater than anything that threatens to overwhelm you, and I want you to walk confidently, knowing that I am your shield and your defender. Today, I invite you to take a step of faith and silence the voice of fear. Trust that I am with you, that I will not fail you, and that every promise I have made will come to pass. Let your faith grow as you focus on my power and my love. Are you ready to let faith triumph over fear? Surrendering to my plan for your life is not an act of defeat, but an act of trust. It means recognizing that my ways are higher than yours and that my wisdom surpasses all human understanding. I want you to know that surrendering your plans to me does not mean losing control. It means gaining the peace and assurance that I am guiding your steps. Surrender is not a one-time event, but a daily decision to place your life in my hands. It requires faith to let go of what you cannot control and trust that I am working everything for your good. When you surrender, you give me the opportunity to do in your life what you cannot do on your own. Today, I invite you to surrender your plans, your worries, and your struggles to me. Let me take control and lead you to the purpose I have prepared for you. Trust that my plan is perfect, and let me show you the beauty of what happens when you let go and let me work. Are you ready to surrender and trust me completely? Love is the hallmark of my work in your life. As my spirit transforms your heart, you will discover a renewed ability to love as I love, unconditionally, selflessly, and without expecting anything in return. This love does not come from you alone. It is a fruit of my presence in your life. Loving others is not always easy, but it is essential to reflecting my glory. To love as I love means forgiving those who have hurt you, serving those who cannot repay you, and showing grace even in the most difficult situations. I want you to see every opportunity to love as a gift, for through love, you demonstrate that you belong to me. Love is not just a feeling, it is a decision to act with compassion and generosity. even when it is inconvenient. Today, I invite you to open your heart to receive my love and then share it with others. Do not worry about your own limitations. I will equip you to love as I love. Trust that every act of love, no matter how small, has an eternal impact. Are you ready to be a channel of my love in the world? Serving others is not a duty, but a privilege and a source of joy. I have given you gifts and talents not only for your benefit, but also to bless those around you. When you serve with a willing heart, you reflect my love and become a living testimony of my presence in your life. Serving others is not just an act of kindness, it is an act of worship that glorifies me. When you serve others, you grow in humility and learn to see the world through my eyes. Every time you give your time, your resources, or your energy to help someone else, you are sowing seeds of love and hope that will bear fruit. I want you to experience the deep joy that comes from being my hands and feet in the world. Today, I invite you to embrace the opportunities to serve those around you. Look for ways to show my love through your actions and trust that every small act of service is significant. Let me fill your heart with joy as you give to others. Are you ready to find joy in serving? I know your needs even before you speak them, and I want you to trust that I will provide for you in every situation. My provision is not limited by your circumstances. It is abundant and flows from my love for you. I want you to live with the assurance that I am your provider and that you do not need to carry the weight of worry about tomorrow. When you trust me to meet your needs, you open the door for my blessings to overflow in your life. Trust is not about understanding how I will provide. It is about believing that I will. I want you to let go of anxiety and embrace the peace that comes from knowing I am faithful to care for you. Today, I invite you to place your needs in my hands. Do not let fear or doubt rob you of the joy of trusting me. I am your shepherd, and you will lack nothing. Are you ready to trust me to meet your every need? Every decision you make shapes your path, and I want you to invite my Spirit to guide you in every choice. I have given you the Holy Spirit as your counselor and guide, to lead you in wisdom and truth. When you rely on my Spirit, you will find clarity in confusion, peace in uncertainty, and strength to choose what is right. You do not need to navigate life's decisions alone. I am with you, ready to direct your steps and reveal the path that aligns with my will. Even when the way forward seems unclear, trust that my Spirit will light the way and give you the confidence to move forward. Today, I invite you to bring every decision to me. Seek my guidance and trust that I will lead you in the best direction. Let me show you the beauty of walking in step with my Spirit. Are you ready to let me guide your every decision? My promises are unshakable and eternal. In times of uncertainty, I want you to lean on them and find strength. The circumstances around you may change, but my word remains the same. I promise you peace in the storm, provision in need, and strength in weakness. Trusting my promises is an act of faith that allows you to see beyond the present moment and focus on the hope I offer. Even when you cannot see the fulfillment of my promises, trust that I am faithful to bring them to pass. Delays do not mean denial. They mean I am working in ways you cannot yet see. My promises are not dependent on your circumstances or your strength. They rest on my unchanging character and love for you. Today, I invite you to hold tightly to my promises. Let them be a source of encouragement and a reminder that I am working on your behalf. Every word I have spoken over your life will come to pass at the perfect time. Are you ready to trust my promises, even when you cannot yet see their fulfillment? You often see yourself through the lens of your past mistakes, your fears, or the expectations of others. But I want you to see yourself as I see you, redeemed, loved, and filled with purpose. You are not defined by your failures or shortcomings. You are defined by my love and the identity I have given you as my child. When you see yourself through my eyes, you will begin to understand your true worth. You are precious to me, chosen before the foundation of the world, and created for good works. I want you to let go of the lies that have shaped your self-image and embrace the truth of who you are in me. Today, I invite you to ask me to reveal how I see you. Let my words speak to your heart and remind you of your value. You are not an accident or a mistake. You are my beloved, fearfully and wonderfully made. Are you ready to see yourself through my eyes? The path I have prepared for you is unique, and I want you to embrace it fully without comparing yourself to others. Comparison robs you of joy and distracts you from the purpose I have for you. I have given you gifts, experiences, and a calling that are yours alone, and I want you to walk in them with confidence. When you focus on others, you lose sight of the beauty of what I am doing in your life. I am working in you in ways that are perfectly suited to who you are and the plan I have for you. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and that I am leading you step by step toward the purpose I designed for you. Today, I invite you to release the need to compare yourself to others. Celebrate the unique journey I have for you, and trust that I am working everything for your good. Let me show you that your path is beautiful and filled with my love and purpose. Are you ready to embrace your journey and let go of comparison? Your weaknesses are not something to hide or fear. They are an opportunity for my strength to be revealed in your life. I want you to know that you do not need to be perfect for me to use you. In fact, it is in your moments of weakness that my power shines brightest. When you acknowledge your need for me, I can work in ways beyond your imagination. Do not let your weaknesses make you feel inadequate or unworthy. Instead, bring them to me and trust that I will transform them into testimonies of my grace and power. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and I want you to live with the confidence that I am more than enough for every challenge you face. Today, I invite you to surrender your weaknesses to me. Let me show you that they are not a limitation, but a place where my glory can shine. Trust that I will work through you, not because of your strength, but because of my love and power. Are you ready to find strength in your weakness through me? You often carry burdens that were never yours to bear, worries, regrets, and fears that weigh you down and steal your peace. I want you to know that I am here to carry those burdens for you. I never intended for you to face life's challenges alone. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light, and I want you to exchange your heaviness for my peace and rest. Letting go of burdens requires trust. I want you to place in my hands the things you cannot control and allow me to work on your behalf. When you release your burdens to me, you make space for my peace to fill your heart and my strength to sustain you. Today, I invite you to lay down the burdens you have been carrying for too long. Trust that I am capable of handling everything you face and that my grace is sufficient for you. Let me be your refuge and your strength. Are you ready to release your burdens to me? True renewal comes from spending time in my presence. I want you to know that you do not need to strive or exhaust yourself to experience change. Come to me, and I will renew your strength, refresh your spirit, and restore your joy. My presence is a place of peace, healing, and transformation. In my presence, you will find everything you need: wisdom for your decisions, strength for your struggles, and hope for your future. I want you to make time to be with me, not out of obligation, but because it is where you will find the fullness of life. Let me fill you with my love and guide you in every step of your journey. Today, I invite you to enter into my presence. Set aside the distractions and worries of the day and focus on me. Let me renew your mind and heart and remind you of the plans I have for you. Are you ready to experience the renewal that only I can give? Every day of your life has meaning, and I want you to live each one with purpose. Do not let the routines of life or the weight of challenges cause you to lose sight of the significance of each moment. I have placed you where you are for a reason, and I am working through you, even in the ordinary. Living with purpose means seeking my will in everything you do and trusting that I am guiding you. Whether big or small, every act of faith and obedience matters. I want you to wake up each day with the confidence that I am with you and that your life is part of something much greater. Today, I invite you to embrace the gift of each day. Trust that I have a purpose for you and that I am working in and through you. Let me show you the beauty of living with intention and faith. Are you ready to live each day with purpose? I have been faithful to you in every season of your life, and I will continue to be. Whether in times of joy or difficulty, I have walked with you, providing, protecting, and guiding you. I want you to look back and see my hand in every moment, even when you didn't realize I was there. My faithfulness is unchanging, and it is a promise you can trust. I want you to live with the assurance that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. No matter what lies ahead, my love and provision for you will never fail. Today, I invite you to remember my faithfulness. Let it give you hope for the future and strengthen your trust in me. I will never leave you or forsake you. Are you ready to rest in the assurance of my faithfulness? I am opening a new season in your life, one filled with opportunities, blessings, and purpose. I want you to step into this season with boldness and confidence, trusting that I have gone before you and prepared the way. Do not hold on to the past or fear the unknown. This is the moment to embrace the future I have planned for you. Every new season comes with challenges, but it also brings growth and deeper faith. I am with you in every step, equipping you for what lies ahead. Trust that I will provide the wisdom, strength, and resources you need. You are not stepping into this season alone. I am walking with you, leading and protecting you. Today, I invite you to let go of anything that holds you back and walk boldly into the new season I have prepared. Trust in my timing and my plan, for they are perfect. Let me show you that the best is yet to come. Are you ready to step forward with faith and courage? I am the one who began the good work in you, and I am faithful to bring it to completion. I want you to know that I have not forgotten or abandoned the plans I have for you. Even when progress seems slow or obstacles appear, trust that I am still working. My timing is perfect, and my plan for your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Do not grow weary or discouraged by what is unfinished. Trust that every step, every moment of faith, and every prayer are part of the process. I am shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for the fulfillment of the promises I have spoken over you. Today, I invite you to rest in the assurance that I will finish what I started. You do not have to do it all on your own. I am the author and perfecter of your faith. Trust in my faithfulness, and let me continue to work in your life. Are you ready to trust that I will complete the work I began in you? Your life is a reflection of my glory, a living testimony of my love and power. I want you to know that everything I do in and through you is meant to show the world who I am. You do not need to strive to impress or prove yourself. Simply allow my spirit to work in you, and my glory will shine through. When others see my work in your life, they will be drawn to me. Your faith, perseverance, and transformation will inspire them to seek my presence. I want you to live with the awareness that your life has a purpose beyond yourself. You are my vessel, chosen to carry my light into the world. Today, I invite you to embrace the role I have given you as a reflection of my glory. Trust that I am working in you to make you a light for others. Let your life be a living example of my love and grace. Are you ready to let me shine through you? I will never leave you. From the beginning to the end of your journey, I will walk with you, guiding, strengthening, and celebrating each step. My faithfulness to you does not waver, even when you feel weak or uncertain. I am your God, your Father, and your faithful friend, committed to being with you until the very end. Your journey with me does not end with this life. It continues into eternity, where you will experience joy and communion with me forever. I want you to know that you are never alone, and my love for you will never cease. Today, I invite you to walk with confidence and hope, knowing that I will never let go of your hand. Trust that I know every step you take, and that I will remain faithful to you always. Are you ready to walk with me until the very end?